Call Bestie.
Hello?
Hey man, how you going?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Awesome. I was wondering, do you want to go down to the tavern later on?
Yeah, we could do that.
Nice. I thought it's been a while.
Yeah, I've missed you.
Yeah, I miss you too, man. Okay, I'll see you later.
I'll see you there.
Bye.
Hello, and welcome back to Tavern Banter. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Luke.
And this is episode 1 of Tavern Banter 2026.
Yes.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to the new year.
New year, new us.
Yeah.
And all, I think that's what they say.
They say new year, new me, but yes. You said you
But
thought
this is-
and you were wrong.
This is us.
This is us,
We
yes.
we are.
But no one says new year, new us. What are you doing for the new year, Caleb? Any resolutions?
I'm trying to like look after myself a bit more.
Yeah.
Work out a bit more. Get eat healthier.
Mhm.
I think that's a very common New Year's resolution.
It's very.
Like and it's very quickly to break.
Yes, also that too. But I'm on the same thing.
Yeah, fair.
I'm now drinking a lot more sparkling water, which I actually enjoy, which I never thought I would.
I hate sparkling water.
Yeah, no, I get why.
I've tried like.
I think it's just a taste bud changing thing. Like eventually.
You're getting old.
Yes, and you will too, because you're also the same age. But maybe your taste buds are young. You've got the taste buds of a young man.
Way to cut me down.
I'm sorry, man. But you've got the taste buds of a young man, so maybe you don't like it. But no, it's good. It's
This young
mostly
face.
water. And my parents have also got an exercise bike that I'm planning on using
Oh, okay, cool.
in our house for exercise. But
I
yes.
don't have any like exercise stuff in my house. It's just basically my own like personal workout routine. Basically, I'm taking all the experience I did when we were at uni.
Yeah,
doing,
yeah.
Like
all the exercises.
all those movement classes
That's a pretty good
and
idea,
stuff. Yeah,
honestly.
yeah, that's my goal.
It's a slippery slope. Well, no, it's not a slippery slope. It's a risky slope to buying exercise gear because
You never know if you'll use it.
Yeah, it's honestly just like you buy. Oh, cool! I spent $60 and now it's sitting in the corner. I never used it.
And I hate gym memberships because they're so hard to.
They're evil.
They're evil.
Yeah, you get locked in, and then if you want to leave, they're like, "Oh, you got to pay the rest of the year off."
Yeah, it's
Cruel.
very painful. Did you get anything for Christmas like that?
I actually, honestly, I hope my parents never see this. I got more from your family than I got from
Wow,
mine.
wait a don't
But
need
no.
a, yeah.
Well, at this point now, I'm a third of 4 children. My family are like, you're old enough now. You're all getting each other presents, or you're not getting much. So I got something from my family. I got something from my brother, and I did the same. I got something for my brother.
Yeah.
What did I get? I got a lot of stuff.
I saw you got
dice,
those
books.
that Donkey Kong stickers for your
Yeah,
Switch too.
I was very excited. I've got a Donkey Kong decal. I might take a photo, put it up there because it's really funny. But a Donkey Kong decal on my Switch 2, back and front.
I haven't seen it myself.
It's basically Donkey Kong's titties, just on front display with the tie down the middle.
That's what you want to see when you're playing the Switch.
Hell yeah!
yeah.
This is coming from a man who doesn't like to play Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Wow.
It's just. I saw it. It was very goofy. What about you? What's something you got?
Something I got, one of my favorite things was the new Slay The Spire board game that we've played.
We've tried it, and I was so keen to give this a go because I love Slay The Spire, the video game.
So this brings us to our first segment that we're doing in 2026, and that would be At the Table!
That's the one! I didn't forget. You forgot.
And it pops up.
At the table, with a full animation.
Full animation.
Mm-hmm. I was definitely thinking about this in the future, and
To be honest,
Don't know how I'll do it.
I wasn't thinking about an animation.
Oh, I've been thinking about it
just,
for ages.
just a little...
all the words.
Yeah, like,
Special font.
yeah, special font.
Star
And
Wars.
what does at the table entail?
We're getting lost. Yes.
We've gone on a
A
tangent.
little tangent, a little side story.
Here, the segment At the Table is where me and Luke are going to discuss various tabletop games,
Yes.
whether that be
D&D.
D&D, Slay the Spire,
Spire.
or any new board games.
Daggerheart.
Call of Cthulhu.
Call of Cthulhu. Probably not a lot of Call of Cthulhu, I don't know.
Anything that we play throughout the year. Anything that we play out
Yeah,
the year
yeah.
that we think
just
would
wanna
be,
talk about.
Yeah, and would be interesting to all of you.
We may even play quick board games on the show. I'm thinking about it because I did get another game for Christmas
Yeah.
from G. which was the game where we make sounds and the other person has to guess the card.
That's actually, really...
And that's a really quick thing that we could play. So that might be something quick, that kind of segment, if you like board games. That's what At the Table is for.
Yeah. So jumping into it, let's talk about Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire.
What were your first impressions?
In terms of a video game to board game sort of translation,
Yep.
brilliant. 100% kind of just what I want.
I agree. If you've played Slay the Spire and you really enjoy it, you'll love the board game.
It's very fun. A lot of the cards are actually somewhat improved depending on how you look at them.
Yeah, just the mechanics
of how
coming
they work.
over to board game. They just are better.
They're better, or they change them to make them work nicer. But they're a lot more simple. They are simplified. So in Slay the Spire, you can do upwards of originally I think it's 6 damage or 7 damage for your basic attack. And you can go upwards of I think at one point when I'm playing currently, my silent character can get about 300 poison with a combo on a boss, which is very, very good. But in this game, it's every standard attack does 1 damage. You will only ever add 1 or 2 poison, depending on if you're playing the silent, or you'll gain 1 strength if you're playing the ironclad. All these different classes, we'll get to that point.
Yeah,
but
I think we're getting a bit ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
so how about we explain
simple.
what the board game is?
Yes.
So Slay the Spire is a cooperative deck building tabletop game where each of you gets a specialized deck that's different from all the others.
It's unique to each character.
Yeah, they each have a theme and a gimmick.
So you have the Ironclad, whose gimmick is strength and shield. The Silent, who is poison and daggers, many daggers.
You have the Defect, which is about elements and orb creation.
Yep.
And then
the Watcher.
The Watcher,
I think.
which is about transforming into different stances, and stances is for shielding, and
for damage.
Wrath is for for
Calm
damage.
and Wrath.
And the goal is to make it through this tower of progression, essentially.
The Spire.
Yeah, the Spire.
And there are multiple encounters. There are basic combat encounters where you fight monsters.
Yep.
There
Events.
are events, which are random ones that could have combat, could have other things, could have benefits, could have drawbacks. And then there's the store where you could buy cards,
more cards, items for yourself.
And of course, rest stops and big bosses, elites.
That's a very simplified version of the game.
And throughout each level, you continuously build onto your deck from 3 options.
Yeah.
So you build the deck you want to play. And that's how the game runs pretty much exactly as well. And I love the game, the video game itself. I'm still playing it to this day, still trying to beat the hardest difficulty. I'm halfway through currently.
Is it Ascension?
Ascension 20.
20.
Which is it has all these modifiers, and then you have to beat the heart of the Spire. Which is very difficult. But the board game, I'm very much hoping, because I saw when we looked in, there are these little tokens called keys, and that's how you access the heart in the video game. So I'm assuming the heart is somewhere in the board game.
The Ascension, there's Ascensions in the board game as well.
That's amazing.
That you unlock as you progress through
when you beat the axe.
The board game.
The 3 acts.
They've done an excellent job of creating a board game
of the video game.
Of the video game.
It is a 1-to-1, and it's very because there are cards in the video game. That's how it's cards in the video game, and they look exactly like the video game cards, right down to the art, the way you hold, the size, almost the proportions, the colors. It's all just the cards in the game now brought to real life, and I love it. It's the fact that I can hold them.
There's something so satisfying about having them in your hands.
It's so good.
Now, a lot of people at this point, I think, would be asking, if it's so similar to the video game, why wouldn't I just play the video game? Besides that, the fact that we get to hold the cards and whatever.
And I guess the benefit of that is you get to play it with your friends.
So in the original game, you can only ever... It's a single-player game.
Yes.
And in the board game, you get to play with up to 4 friends, and it's all
characters.
cooperative. So they've built in this multiplayer aspect, and it is so fun. We were talking about there's finally a game where we all get to cooperate and progress together.
There's no competition.
Yeah, there's no... So in a lot of other cooperative board games, even though you work together, there's still that goal at the end, whoever has
The
the
most
most
points.
points is the real winner.
Yeah.
Or there's some
Devil May
sort
Cry
of cooperative.
board game has a very much an aspect of fighting monsters on each level, but whoever has the most points wins. And I hate that because part of the Devil May Cry is like it's just about killing monsters. It's not about beating each other. But
It almost feels like they've put in a multiplayer, a cooperative component when really
or a competitive component into a cooperative game.
Well, really, they should have just done
Kept
one
it
of the other.
Yeah. It really is. It's very annoying. But this game is just it's fun, and it's random. It has random elements. It's just pretty. It's relatively normally priced for board games these days, which is
I wouldn't say that.
It's 150.
No.
Upwards of 150.
It's $200.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I thought I saw it for cheaper. Never mind. Okay, it's expensive.
I think they.
I could have sworn I saw it for 150.
There were sales at the time because
Yeah.
it was coming out around Christmas and
Yeah.
stuff. But no, it was classically $200.
Okay, that is
and
expensive.
it's a big game. Like if you're looking at other similar sized board games, like Gloomhaven or
We could talk about Gloomhaven.
or Scythe.
Scythe.
Like any of those types of really big board games, then they are also relatively the same price.
Yeah, and it's a game that'll take you the day plus more, depending on how.
The game wants you to play it over multiple sessions.
Yeah, like it's designed. You store your decks. You make sure it's all kept together so that way everyone know what you've gotten, what you haven't. But like it takes a while, so it makes sense. Like this is not just a pull out, play it for an hour or two. This is a game day board game.
I think, and don't get me wrong. I think $200 is like such a
It's
a big drop to like put on a board game.
I'm probably gonna ask.
Which is why it was like difficult. I think for you and me, I got it as a gift for Christmas. And even though you and me had seen it before in the shops, it was really hard for us to both be like, yeah, let's just drop $200.
Yeah, let's just you spend $200 right now for a board game that like we might play once a month.
Yeah.
Because it is that kind of thing. But this is another benefit of this board game is you can play it by yourself, and that sounds lame. But I kind of like it. I kind of like a simple board game version of that I can just play.
Yeah.
But it's a lot more commitment to pulling it out rather than just going onto my laptop and
I do
opening
think
the game.
it falls short. See, if it was simply a solo game, right? I think it wouldn't be worth it.
No.
Because then I do not think it's the feeling of just having cards in my hands and playing the board game.
It's a little lame.
Is well, yeah, and it's not really worth the idea when I could just go play it.
That's true.
On my PlayStation or my PC.
When I can get up to like 600 poison or whatever for my runs, I currently do. I'm like, yeah, I could get 10. And in the board game, you can get a max of 30. We read in the rules, so you can't even get that much high. But yeah, that is fair. Like you can play it by yourself at least, but it's definitely best enjoyed with a lot more with people involved and sort of watching everyone build their decks together. Very cooperative. Again, it's after having played so many games where someone is a traitor, or someone is evil, or someone is a cannibal.
I think it was such a big movement when Among Us came out, right? Like during that 2020 like era.
Well, there were board games beforehand.
No, I know, but I
think
think board games really took off with that whole sort of like someone's a traitor or like there's a secret spy, that kind of element to the games. That took off when Among Us was really big because Among Us was what everyone was talking about.
It popularized the game Mafia essentially,
yeah.
and gave it a video game form, and people were like, oh, traitor, Among Us, and the memes came. So tired of those fucking
I haven't
memes.
picked up Among Us in years.
Well, every time someone goes say like, hey, why don't we play Among Us online? I go, why? There's so many more games we can all play. People are like, oh, but we can all play Among Us. And now I'm thankful for Peak because we can all play Peak.
With mods.
With mods. And it's not, and it's cooperative. Again, I cannot push this enough. I just like cooperating with my friends. Yes.
Pico Park.
No, that's
We
not
should play
cooperation.
Pico Park.
That's fucking torture.
Pico Park is a little
It's a 2D.
evil because it's cooperative, but it has a sense of like
Well, if anyone fails, you
if
all
anyone fails, everyone fails.
start.
So it sort of does the opposite of cooperation, where it's kind of like you single out the worst person.
Yeah.
And like you're the fucker.
You're the fucking problem. Yeah, no, if I can't, when we play Played Up, and I get like ramped up and shouty because you're messing with me in a fun way.
In a fun way.
In a fun way that's for the enjoyment of everyone. In Pico Park, I want to strangle someone.
Yeah.
And you're terrible. Never say that to me again. How dare you? Stop smiling.
Which is why we played it once and we didn't play it
For a
again.
birthday, you're welcome, that person, and never again.
It wasn't the worst thing in the world.
I nearly had an aneurysm. I was really
there
struggling.
There were a few people in the group that, yes, got quite heated in the
It
moment.
was me. I just didn't say anything. It wasn't just me. But it was
Pico Park nearly tore this friendship group apart.
I don't know if it nearly tore it. But it probably, it could have gotten a bit close. But I don't know. Pico Park, just games where you cooperate with your friends in a fashion where you can sort of be excited when your friends get something good is good.
Yeah.
Like, so the thing with Slay the Spire is that everyone gets a reward when the monsters are all defeated, because it was very vague, but I think our ruling is correct when we played it, which is that you're all in a row and there are monsters in each row in front of each of you, and the monsters will attack you in your row if they're in the same row. But whenever a monster dies, you get the rewards listed on the monster's card in your row.
Yes, that's
so
correct.
Even if you kill my monster, I get those rewards. Now, we can swap with certain cards if we like.
You can swap rows,
You can swap rows, but for the most part, it's not very necessary. And so basically, it means no matter which one you kill, you might get a little bit less rewards, but you will still get cards.
It's typically different. Every monster will always reward a card for your deck to build upon. But
based on the difficulty, certain monsters will give you more things.
More money,
coins,
or a potion,
relic.
Yeah.
Oh, never really a relic. That's another thing.
No.
But the harder monsters get you more things essentially. But Slay the Spire, very very fun.
Yeah.
Honestly, like an amazing one-to-one recreation of the video game.
So if you're someone who likes deck building games or highly cooperative board games with friends, this would be a game for you. Or just someone of a fan of Slay the Spire. We would highly recommend this game. If you can afford sort of the price tag. Maybe if you have 4 friends together, you could all go 4 ways in it. That's only like $50, like spread across, which sounds
doable,
pretty reasonable if you're all willing to have the good time.
Yeah.
So let's go 5. I think 5's a good
nice
star rating system. What would you rate Slay the Spire as a tabletop?
I'm gonna keep note of any time we rate a game so that we can compare them.
Yes, that would be
the optimal idea.
The optimal idea.
Well, not just like when it's gonna come up again next time. But what would I rate it out of 5? I honestly think the only downside is that maybe it's not many board games can be played single player, and this game can be. So I honestly want to give it almost a 5. Maybe the price point puts it down a little bit.
I would say you can go half stars as well.
Yeah, well, I can obviously. I know I can go 4.5. Also,
maybe there's criteria that you kind of compare the games.
Yeah, so like each point nets it a star.
So okay, let's go. Price. Price is like a big one.
Price is a bit steep, even for this game. $200, especially if you don't have a lot of friends to play with, and you can just play the game yourself, like the actual video game. So I will say I will dock a point for that. Price point is a struggle. I would give it only a half point because it's not sitting on that point.
Okay.
Gameplay wise, phenomenal.
Yep.
Incredible. With friends, that's a part of it. That gets a point there.
What about ease of learning rules?
It's pretty simple from what I saw.
It is. However, I would say it does have a lot of components. They aren't hard components to understand, rather, but it's still a good read.
I think it's pretty clear. There's a lot.
It is.
But I'm going to give it points because it's actually pretty clear and it simplifies it with the lower numbers.
Yep.
We were pretty tired when we played it, and we were still keeping track of everything.
Okay, and what about commitment to play, like time commitment?
It's a big commitment. You don't bring this to a board game day and maybe play an hour of it.
If you're
you play it for the day, but it is worth it.
5th point, replayability.
Oh,
very replayable. Very replayable. No, that's what I said, right? Very replayability is what you said. That confused me. Very replayability.
Me.
It's because you're wrong. Because you set out the board randomly each time, you're going to get a different game every time you play it.
Yeah.
For the most part. So I would say...
And your deck's going to be different every time.
And
then we
cards,
talked about the Ascensions.
The relics, the potions, all that stuff.
It's very replayable.
I think I'm going to confidently say a 4.5.
Okay. Going over what we've all just said, I agree on a lot of the points.
Yep.
I'm going to go 4 because I think I'm deducting a point for the price.
Fair
and
enough.
That's a big thing for me. And the time commitment is sort of, I'm also going to deduct a point.
It's the
as
only
someone who doesn't have a lot of time.
Yep. It's the only thing you can play. If you play it.
Yeah.
You can't not commit to it.
So I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
So I think we average out to about 4.25.
Yes, between us.
4.25. Shall we call it a 4.5?
No.
Fuck. Alright, I don't know.
Let's round up, shall we?
Why 4.25 is an awkward number. 4.333333333.
4 pi.
That's 3.14 something. Very good, but that a very strong start to at the table.
Yes.
A very strong start. Let's hope the next one, whichever it comes up, can even get close.
See, I don't know if this is going to become a problem in the future, because are we just going to keep playing board games that we like?
We might. I'll see if we can find...
5 stars.
Wow. we do D&D, we're like, 3.
2.5.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, give it a miss. Go Daggerheart. Pathfinder, 1.
Ooh. Didn't even play it.
Pathfinder. Couldn't get the girlfriends to play it.
Okay.
So, girlfriends. Girlfriend and wife. Partners.
Booze. Like, that's the term.
Shit. No, I know. A boo, but multiple
A
booze.
booze.
So, booze.
From Mario.
Yeah.
See, I thought Monsters Inc.
Oh, I see. The child. Yeah, that's worse. I'm going to go with his one.
Mike Wazowski.
Yep, that's the guy.
Girl.
I'm talking about Mike
Oh,
Wazowski.
yeah. The small child.
Did you really take that long to know what she was talking about?
No. Like, I was just, when she said Monsters Inc., my brain was only about Mike Wazowski.
No, I'm aware.
So I was just catching up with the conversation.
Of Boo, the child.
Yes.
That's, yeah, okay.
I was just catching up with the conversation.
Well, speaking of Monsters Inc., a wonderful film. Caleb, we've watched the film recently.
We have
watched the film. Don't touch my toe with your toe.
Spoiler alert.
Sorry,
Look at me.
our feet touched for a second.
Sorry. It's quite a tight
very
table.
warm.
You've also both got fluff on your feet.
Well, that's because we've been standing on fluff. Caleb, what have you watched recently? This is a false question. We've
A
both watched it.
Netflix original Knives Out.
Yes, a Knives Out
Dead
story.
Man Wake Up.
Correct.
Yes.
Wake Up, Dead Man.
Wake Up, Dead Man. I was so close.
It's close enough. Yes, I watched that recently as well. A Knives Out mystery hyphen Wake Up, Dead Man.
Wake Up, Dead
which
Man.
I whatever. Doesn't matter. Stop swapping stuff. You're getting in the way of the pacing.
What's the
And
name
this
of the
brings
segment?
us to our new
Glass
segment, another new segment here at
Yes.
Tavern Banter 2026.
Sorry, I touched
The
the toe.
silver
Silver
screen.
screen.
Not because it's
Where-
black and white.
Yeah, you remember
It's
the other
It's
color?
because we're old.
We're old. Yes, and we watch movies sometimes. I've heard. I'm
a
you watched more movies than I did
movie
recently.
potato, yeah.
A movie potato.
A potato.
A potato.
Potato.
A movie potato.
A movie
I'm a movie
potato.
potato, actually. I sit there and just go,
Yeah.
well, nice. But yeah, no.
Yeah, so
watched it
Knives
recently.
Out.
Knives Out. So
It's a murder mystery.
yeah, if you haven't figured it
and
out.
the third in the series of
Third
the
installment.
Knives Out.
First thing is I like the fact that it's become a Knives Out mystery
Yep,
style. So it's very similar to those Agatha Christie, Hercule Poirot, like self-contained stories.
Yes.
And they're each one is Benoit Blanc and whoever is with him solving that mystery.
Yep.
Very, very exciting. So, what do you think of it?
Excellent movie. I am a big fan of murder mysteries, and I think Benoit Blanc does. Sorry, the Knives Out series
yep.
do murder mysteries quite like excellent. They put like
They're a lot of
a
fun.
really good twist, and they're a lot of fun, and I enjoy watching them.
Mm.
I've enjoyed every single one.
I agree. I have too. I don't have. There's not a lot of controversy here in this little review because we've enjoyed.
Unfortunately not.
No, but it is just a very good film. I think it's definitely better than Glass Onion. I love Glass Onion, but I think it is the weakest. I think
We'll have to go back and review the
Yeah,
previous two.
maybe we do two in one episode kind of thing. It's a quick.
Yeah.
quick
One and
fire.
two in another one. But at the
So,
moment,
at the
we're
moment-
doing number 3.
Yeah. I think
So
Glass.
spoiler warning.
True.
There
spoiler
may
warning.
there may be spoilers for Knives Out.
We'll try to keep it spoiler free up until a point,
Yeah.
and then we'll say spoiler warning again. I might put on the thing.
Could just touch on all 3 now.
I guess so. How good is your memory of all 3? We watched
Like,
the
pretty
first one
good,
recently.
pretty good, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
we'll touch on the other 2 after we're still kind of focusing on this one, but yeah, that's not a bad point. We can just touch them all.
Yeah.
Touch on them
Especially
all.
when we're comparing, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
to
what
touch
were
them
your so continue?
I think this is close to, if not better than the first.
Ooh. Okay.
I love them both a lot. I don't know which one is better.
It's hard to
it goes back and
tell.
forth for me.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about the first one is the characters are very strong, the characters are very interesting and a lot of fun. And they're very, very... everyone feels involved. In this one, the characters feel a bit weaker, in my mind, except for 2 of them.
Yeah.
Which is
The
the
main 2.
The main 2. But the message and sort of the theming behind this one, I feel is so much stronger. And I love it for that reason.
I agree. I have a similar opinion. I do think number 1 is still the strongest for me.
Yep.
And I think that comes mostly down to it did something so well for the first time in my case.
Yeah.
I don't know any other murder mystery that portrays
As a movie?
as a movie.
I haven't seen one for a long time that's done like this.
That portrays Benoit Blanc, the detective, in the way it does.
Yeah.
I think when you're watching the first movie, for the first like nearly 1/3, he's barely in it.
Yes, and that feels like very similar for a lot of them, except for the second one. He's kind of in it constantly.
I will say all the Knives Out movies sets up the premise extremely well in every single one.
Very clear.
It's never about like the detective stumbling into the scene or like the murder happens straight away and then we cut to them arriving onto the scene of the crime, right?
Yeah.
It's always an excellent build-up of tension, motive.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like we get the story and then we get to see how Benoit sort of plays...
Unravels it
all.
Yeah, absolutely.
It.
For a quick synopsis, we need to kind of skate over this. For the third film, it is essentially following Benoit Blanc, the detective, and Father Judd, a new Catholic priest at Our Lady Hope, I think. A church. Sent to a church to help look after the church and work with the main Catholic priest there. But it turns out the Catholic priest is an awful person, terrible, terrible man, very rude to a lot of the congregation, and has a very tight-knit flock of people who are the only ones who are regulars at this church.
Yeah, it sort of abuses his power, abuses their
trust, their
faith.
faith. Yes, and the entire time he's trying to get rid of Judd by being awful to him and turning everyone against him, and then eventually, of course, well, that still might even be a slight spoiler.
Yeah, I think
we leave it there.
Yeah, leave it there.
But it's very, very introspective on religion and faith from both a believer perspective and a non-believer perspective, and they both are treated very respectfully, and that's kind of why I love it.
Yeah, I agree.
No one in this scenario, no one's the bad guy other than the people who are being awful.
No, I think it's something like really well done because I think a lot of other movies or a lot of other directors or maybe writers would easily take the shot, like the easy way out of just being like, haha, the church is silly.
You're a religious person. You're a liar or a thief or you're just an idiot. And yet Judd is a very respectable and
he's probably the most
character.
likable character.
He's so likable. There is a scene that I because of my recent experience with my nan, there's a scene in a phone call where he takes a phone call.
Yeah.
And and the character gives them some information, so we'll come back to you, and then starts saying, "Oh, but you're a priest," and starts doing the thing that people do with religious figures, where they say, "I have a problem. Can you listen to me for a moment?" And she starts crying, and I was like, "Oh, we're focusing on something that's not the murder mystery right now, and it's really depressing."
Simply something
It's real.
about it's real.
That's real about Judd and what he does.
Yeah.
And it does a great job of like portraying it. And then Benoit Blanc being a stalwart atheist and against
he
it.
still respects. You can tell in the moment that he's
He hates,
not unreserved. I
Yeah.
would say he feels like we should be moving on. We have other
Yeah.
things to do. But at no point does he ever stop Judd and be like, you're wasting your time, or like disrespecting his
he hates
faith.
the religion. He doesn't hate the religious person.
Yeah.
And it's very, very well done. That's kind of why the mystery unravels from there. It's really well done. I will say I did not guess the person who was the criminal at the end. I got similarly pretty close. But this is the downside, I think. This is where this movie sort of weakens.
Sure.
If you look at the film afterwards and you look at all the suspects, it's not surprising. And it
fair.
kind of is easy to narrow down. There's a lot of characters that just feel like they weren't used at all, or don't really have a part to play in this movie. And that's a downside. Like it's kind of disappointing. They set up all these characters that are kind of interesting. There are a few
And don't use them to the fullest.
don't use them like almost at all. Like one character is played off for like 2 or 3 scenes as a joke, and he's a suspect, and you're like, he doesn't even really do anything. He's just kind of there.
Talking about Andrew Scott's character.
Is he the writer?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's very underutilized. I'm like, not that he needed to have so much more time.
In the scenes he was in, though, I think
oh, he's great.
he's a great actor.
He's an amazing actor. Unfortunately, the writing, the way they set up the mystery, there's only a few ways it can actually go. And that's why like I think the first one is stronger in that respect. All of those characters feel important in some respect.
Yeah.
Whereas in this one, it's a bit weaker.
Well, I understand what you mean, because when we look at the first movie again, we see every single character, and every single character is a suspect.
Yes.
And we have very strong motive to believe it could be any one of them.
Yes.
And I think the same is in number 2 as well. Every single character, you could understand why they are a suspect.
Yes. The second one just commits the cardinal sin to me of like sort of really lying to the audience a bit, or at least hiding a lot of information in terms of mysteries.
Oh, are you talking about the big twist?
The big twist.
Sure.
A lot of the twist is like you can't really guess it because it's massively hidden away. Like it's not obvious.
You can't like.
Whereas in 1 and 3, there are plenty of details that are hidden right in front of you. In fact, 3 gets away with an amazing one very early on.
Yeah.
And I go, wow, that's incredible that they hid that detail in front of you. But 1's characters are so strong, and 2 is just fun.
Yeah.
For me, essentially. But yeah.
There is something I love about murder mysteries, whether it be series or movies, where they basically shoot the scene, right? And if you go back and watch the scenes, you can see the details where if you had picked him out the first time, you would be like, yes, I can see how they did it, or when they did certain actions
Why it happened,
implicit, make them implicit in
imply them?
imply them in the murder.
Yeah.
Or like other sort of small details like that.
It's very, very clean and very clear, which is what I like a lot about the Knives Out, is every shot feels like it's been put together by hand, like just piece by piece. It's very impressive cinematography and sound design.
That's something I've been doing so much more lately, and I'm
putting together sound design and piecing together shots.
Looking more.
You filming out here?
More.
What the fuck are you doing?
No, more asking myself when I'm watching and when I'm watching movies or video games or whatever, listening to the soundtracks and being like, how does this actually add to the scene? And there are so many like moments where I catch myself going, man, I love this music. Like this is perfect for the drama or the intensity.
You know what's so funny is you doing that. It's great to be like really focused on like just listening to it and hearing it.
Yeah.
What's really funny is that every single time composers design music that is meant to be in the background, you're not supposed to be listening to it. It's meant to underscore it.
I don't think I agree. Like what? Yes, you are correct.
Like they're not.
But I'm doing it intentionally.
No, I know you're not noticing it and like because something's going on with it.
Yeah.
But the idea of like a composer's entire job is designing music so you don't listen to it specifically, and they're like, and you're going, and I just listen to it. They go, no, you're doing it wrong.
I just absorb it.
And I have my eyes closed and I don't.
Even
at
look
the
at the screen. All I want to do is listen.
I do something fun. Benoit Blanc is older in this. It looked older. I did not recognize him for a second because I've never seen Daniel Craig.
With like the bit of the longer
with a bit of longer hair. Where a bit of longer. It's not a bad look.
No, I don't think it was a bad look. I
think it was
do
fine.
like the original, cleaner Benoit Blanc.
Because
a bit.
forgive me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in the second movie they established that he is gay. I believe he has a husband or a boyfriend at least.
Yes.
And when I saw that, I giggled because I was like, that makes sense. That's the reason why he dresses so nice. Because he's always stylish. And then you come into this film and he's got like longish hair, a little bit oily and rugged beard. I'm like, has he broken up with his husband?
Maybe the law is that he's going through a phase.
Maybe it could be going through a phase. Like, but just gay people are normally so well groomed, and so
like I understand what you're saying.
It's just a thing.
Specifically in media.
In media, gay people can be as hairy or as ungroomed as they want to be. Another thing I just kind of found funny is that they should probably stop calling it Knives Out. Because Knives Out was the name of the first movie, was specifically kind of going along with the motif of all the fucking knives in the movie, and all along the wall, and like every single member of the family has their knives out to kill the person. The second one kind of works with like
the Glass Onion,
but they're not.
It's a setting.
No, the Glass Onion works the title. Knives Out itself, because half of the members, you think maybe they have their knives out for the guy, but it's like maybe.
I still think it applies to the third one as well, because like even though we agreed that not every character is utilized to the fullest, at one point every person is a suspect.
Yeah.
And you have that sort of Knives Out, like they would be willing to kill the person.
Yeah, it's just like they do a heavy lifting job of convincing you in that movie.
Sure, but I still think it works. I don't think they could change the
it's too much now that they've done it three times.
And I think specifically, if we're going back to the first one, right? I don't think they had this master plan to be like they'll all fit in.
I also think that the apologies, I can't listen to myself echo. I also think that the second and the third movie aren't specifically called Knives Out. They are called Glass Onion and Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery.
No, they are entirely that.
Yeah.
It's just to keep with the thing of like, we need a name. It's Lord of the Rings, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
It's to keep with a name that fits in this universe, so you know. So you're not going to be like, what the hell is Glass Onion mean?
Yeah.
And I get that. It's just very funny to me. Like, none of this has to do with Knives Out at this point. It's just the theming of the story, all of the characters. But no, it's a little pet peeve of mine. Like, this is nothing with like it doesn't fit the same tone.
Yeah.
But
I will say, number 3 had some very like heavy casting in terms of like very like famous, like well-known actors. The evil priest, I forget their name.
Oh god, Monsieur something. Monsieur something Inks, Pinks.
We'll get there.
Jefferson Wick.
Man, you were way off.
No, ICK was in there. IK.
They're Thor. Not Thor.
They're not
Thanos.
Yes, they are. They are whatever his name is.
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin. Yes, Josh Brolin.
And then we
I did
already
see
talked about
Daniel Craig and
Andrew Scott.
Andrew Scott. Is it Selena Gomez?
No.
What's her?
Mila Kunis.
Mila. I always get them mixed up, and that's racist.
Wow.
Well, I'm minning it, so it's okay. What was it called?
Mila Kunis.
What was it called? What was her name? Mila Kunis. I laughed so
you should
hard.
edit around that.
Man, no, I'll own up to my faults. I'm a bad person sometimes. But Mila Kunis as the police detective, like the head
Yeah.
that was, to me, hilarious.
Because
She's Meg in Family Guy.
I know.
And like, that's all I can
That's
see
all
her
you can
as.
see.
Like, she also, I think she just doesn't really play a police chief too well. I don't think she does it. She's a bit too weak for that kind of. I don't know. I don't think she was right, but it's still a heavy casting. There's a lot of great actors.
I was gonna say you've also still got Jeremy Renner and Glenn
Yeah.
Close.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Hawkeye as Dr. Net.
He was.
He was an interesting character.
No. If just going off the acting, I think he's had stronger roles. I liked him. I think he's done.
Again, I think he was underutilized a little bit. I think in some scenes he didn't do they weren't given enough because they had so many characters.
I think he played the character well in the scenes that he was in.
Yes.
It's also possible that we didn't see the best of what he put forth. Like when it came down to the editing.
The editing in the cutting
maybe
room.
they cut out a few of the really good scenes or.
Well, to cut this conversation short, Caleb, we do need to rate this film.
Yes, out of 10.
Out of 10.
No.
Yes,
no.
every single different thing has a different rating system.
No.
When we get to video games, it will be
12.
F to A.
What are the
ST.
five? What are the five criteria for a film?
Okay.
Story.
Yep. Story. Acting. General cinematography and sound. We'll put in both.
Yeah, sound cinematography.
So the general cinematography.
Rewatchability. And
Preference. Like, it's a mystery. How does it rate as a mystery movie? Perhaps genre. How does it rate for genre?
The
How does it
genre
genre?
of the film.
Okay, so
that's good.
what was that first one?
So acting.
For the most part, the acting was phenomenal.
I think it was pretty up there. I think it was really good, especially from our main contenders, right?
Yep.
So
For
Benoit Blanc,
Benoit Blanc and Father Judd were both incredible. Josh Brolin as Monsieur Wick was great as well.
Yep.
He was a prick. The old lady was hilarious and weird.
And I think even our side characters, even though we talked about they weren't utilized,
they were still good.
It was
still good. Okay, so acting, I will give a point for that. Acting was
Yep.
great. Story. Yeah, I mean, story was good. I think fundamentally it did a good job of doing what mysteries need to do, which is telling a mystery and at the same point having subtext be an underline. So that the first movie was the sort of the disparaging, this is between wealth and poverty and immigrants. The second one was just idiotic wealthy people, and the last one is this one is like the difference between faith and non-faith or atheism and how faith can turn to be abusive and not be abusive at the same time, all that stuff. I think this is the strongest underlining story.
I do agree.
I like this a lot, so that's definitely a big point there.
Sound and cinematography,
as always, so clean, so well made.
Once again, music
Beautiful.
I think really captured so many of the scenes that I stopped and was like, yes, this makes such good like mystery music or like crime novel just energy.
Vibe.
Such
Beautiful.
a good word.
Yeah.
Whoever invented vibe, kudos to you.
The English language.
Well, it's not an original word.
Well, okay, you mean the term it's used nowadays, the modern day term.
The modern day
vibe.
The vibe.
Oh, I guess, did it have an original term? Maybe it didn't.
Anyway.
Moving on. You got me on a tangent. I'm going to Google that later on. We did cinematography. Our toes have touched 3 times now, and I hate this.
We're leaning into each other.
We are. We're getting closer. I've missed you. So, no, not that much. It was cinematography, and then this wasn't genre.
Rewatchability.
Rewatchability. Yes. Rewatchability.
Low. It's very low.
I think it's good once, maybe twice, but it's not the kind of thing where like every few years you're like, you know what?
It's the sort of thing, you know what, that I'd watch the first time if I was by myself.
Yep.
And then I'd probably be like, do you, my friend, want to watch night
with me?
Like I'll introduce you.
Yeah,
I'll show you.
I think it works twice by yourself because you get the second watch where you see all the details and the stuff you didn't know.
Yeah.
But it's not kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean where you're like, you know what? let's just put on Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, we're just
Or like, let's just put on your favorite film, like
your classic Disney.
your kind of Disney, or what I do, which is Star Wars. Like
or Lord of the Rings.
Or Lord of the Rings. Like, it doesn't quite work like that. So I think it does lose a point.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that is the failing of the genre.
It is easy enough to watch again with a friend who's never seen it before.
That is it. Yeah, you can watch it. You can introduce a little people to it,
which is sort of what my thing was. Yeah,
but it's not the same. Yeah, it's a 0.5, a bit more, maybe 0.75. Now it's the genre. How does it go in the genre?
I think it works really well as a murder mystery. Like it's.
I think it pays respects to the original murder mysteries as well in this one, and the whole series really does. Yeah.
I've actually had the thought, because I've been watching these types of like films lately, that I want to actually read the classic.
Like Agatha Christie.
Agatha Christie's like murder mystery novels, because I never have. But a part of me really wants to like read some of those.
Did you ever watch the original series of Hercule Poirot?
No. Wait. The
small Belgian man who everyone thinks is French.
I did not. I watched some.
Miss Marple.
Like Miss
Marple is also great.
I watched some episodes again, sort of in passing, because my dad and pop used to sometimes have them.
You would love Hercule Poirot just because he's a sassy Belgian, and I love him. He's my favorite. No, but he also talks in the third person, just for a little bit of a tangent. He's like, they thought they could get away with this, but Hercule, he knows. And he got like that kind of thing. And I'm like, it's so good. The actor for Hercule Poirot is amazing.
I really did want to watch it, but I appreciated the show so much because I was doing research at it younger. I know for a fact when they filmed the last episode of
Miss Marple or
no,
Hercule Poirot.
He broke down in tears because he was never going to play the character again.
He was like born for Poirot.
Yeah.
He loved Poirot.
They made I want to say 10 or 11 seasons.
Made a lot of episodes, a lot of seasons.
And this is back in the day. This is back
when
when
seasons were like 50 episodes long or something, and they were like 20 minutes each.
Yes.
And they were just nice and concise. Back in the heyday.
Back when some people would say film was good.
Yeah. But
going on, so really works well for the genre.
It does. It respects the genre, and it pushes it forward in a fun way.
Yes.
It kind of re-challenges what we see in murder
So
mystery
we sort of agreed that there's a lot of really strong points here.
Yep.
I do not think it is a perfect film.
No.
I once again, I think it's sort of a 4, maybe a 4.5.
Really? Not even. Oh wow! I really think it is still a 4.5.
Yeah.
This is weird. Normally, I give the lower scores, and you give higher ones.
Like if I was going to give, I don't even think the first movie is like a perfect film, and that's something I would give a 4.5 to.
Okay.
Right. So I'm
at this point, it comes down to just general preference and difference. So. That's fair. That's how it works.
I think general preference and personal taste, half a star sort of like gives me
that kind of deal. You take into account the reviewer's personal taste.
Yes.
So I think I agree. 4.5. So what we are saying is Slay the Spire board game and Knives Out 3 are the equivalent. They're on the same level on this pantheon.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think
I'm just giggling. What do you want to do? Do you want to watch the movie, or do you want to play the board game? Oh gosh.
Well, I think it's closing time here.
It is, Caleb. But before we finish up, Caleb, I have to put something to you. So last episode we discussed the Game of the Years. We did, yeah. And we talked about a lot of the awards. One thing that caught our surprise was the Game of the Year Choice Awards. Player's Voice Award. Yeah. That it was Wuthering Waves.
Isn't it Wuthering?
Wuthering Waves. I really thought I got that right.
Worrying Waves.
The stupid Waves game.
Windy Waves.
Windy Waves.
Yeah, it's the gacha one.
It's the gacha game. And we were surprised that won Player's Choice. Yes. But because we don't want to judge before we have played, Caleb, I think next episode we should go away, play the game. It is free.
And
come back with an actual experience-based opinion before we judge
I think
this
that's a good
anime
idea.
gacha
I think that's a good idea.
Wonderful. So check back next episode for the segment that we are calling
Challenge accepted.
Challenge Accepted. Let's hope it's not a painful one.
I hope not.
Right, well, we are being kicked out.
Okay.
We've been talking for quite a while, so
Well, see you next time here at Tavern Banter
Yes.
for 2026.
yes, if you have any films, shows, or anything that you would like us to try and give an honest review of, let us know.
And let us know down in the comments what you would rate the Knives Out, or
Yes.
even if you want to, the Slay The Spire board game.
Even if it's just a video game,
Yeah.
what would you rate it?
Cheers.
I had so much beer left.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, there
I
was
had
a
no
lot.
water.
The chaos was empty. I could hear it.